Okay, it's recording. Okay, we're gonna start. Okay, okay, okay. The podcast where we explore innovative businesses and individuals who are making waves in their respective industries. I'm your host, Lion Brave, and today we have a truly remarkable guest joining us. She's the visionary entrepreneur behind a groundbreaking company that combines affordable plastic surgery and the joy of a vacation experience. Please give a warm welcome to Regina Nelson Fambro, the founder of Snatchcation. Regina, thank you for joining us. Hi, would
Thank
you
you for
please?
shout outs from Atlanta.
Yeah, would you please introduce yourself and what you do to our audience?
Yes, my name is Regina Nelson Fambro, and they affectionately call me Regina from the A because of no matter where I'm in the world, I love Atlanta. I rep Atlanta. I am the president, CEO, founder / client of Snatchcation. The word Snatchcation is two words put together. The term snatched is referred to plastic surgery. Whenever you hear that term, people know that you've had some work done. And then the vacation aspect. I work in tropical countries, and I try to make sure that people coming for surgery also get a mini vacay experience to take the anxiety off of the surgery experience.
Yay, awesome. So can you tell us what was the inspiration for Snatchcation?
Okay, me. As I said, I'm the president, CEO, and still a client. Actually, my next surgery is in about 19 days. I was a Crohn's patient, and I had Crohn's when it was unheard of. Undiagnosed as an African American. I went to so many doctors, they could not diagnose me. The reason why they missed it is because Crohn's at the time was known for Europeans, but I am part German, so I got Crohn's and was very ill. The method of treatment at the time was steroids. So they pumped me with steroids. I got up to 400 pounds. At that point, I had a plethora of diseases. I had diabetes. I had everything that comes with weight gain. And so I decided at that point to look into surgery using Obamacare. Shout out to Obamacare. Ooh. To try to get surgery. And so I did. I researched, found out what I needed to do. It was a long process, and I got my first weight loss surgery. Unfortunately, because I had a GI disease, they could not do the surgery I wanted, but I took what I could get. $12.50, best money spent. I got a sleeve. I lost 80 pounds. I was still 320, still in crisis. Did further research, found out how to get my Crohn's in remission, got another weight loss surgery, shout out Obamacare, a bypass, and lost a total of 220 pounds. At that point, I was plagued with skin, and this is when the plastic surgery came in. My sister moved to the Dominican Republic. I was in the hospital with skin infections. The skin is the largest organ on your body, and I was very, very ill, even ICU 30 days, things like that. So I went to visit her to try to feel better. And she pointed out all of the women there for surgery. And I'm like, whoa. So I began to do the research on that process. Finally, on my 54th birthday, I chose the surgeon. I committed. I hit that table. Best decision of my life. I put my story out there, and so many women flocked to me. They identified with me. What woman over 50 doesn't want her 20-year-old body? And so Snatchcation was born.
Wow, that is a great way to turn your own personal story and journey into a business. I love it. I didn't know that Obamacare covered things like surgery, but yeah, that's great to know. So can you tell us? I heard that you started your business during the pandemic. Can you tell us what that was like?
Okay, I'm an outlier. I always have been. It was 2020. Like I said, let me say that this is one of my sayings I say, and I mean it. This process is sanity, not vanity. For all of those years being so big and getting bigger, you know, the solution was making me bigger. I felt bad about myself. When I looked in the mirror, I felt horrible because what I saw, I was unhappy with. So I said, the world is shut down. This is the perfect time for me time. This is a whole new level of self-care, self-love. Yeah. And so I, believe it or not, I cut grass, did Uber, did whatever else while everybody was in the house scared. I was like, you know what? It can't be worse. And so I booked my surgery in the heart pandemic, September 2020, plastic surgery. When I say I have the video, we went through Hartsfield, nobody there, walked through, got on a plane, damn near was private, had to go to New York because there were no direct flights to Dominican Republic. Flew to New York, hardly nobody on the plane, went over there, got VIP service. And that's exactly why I documented every single thing to show people that you cannot let fear or other people's fears transfer to you. Because everybody was like, you're going to lose organs, you're going to be sick. You know what? I went over there. I didn't get COVID. I didn't get anything. And when I put the cost out there, literally the doctor's office, they called me and what are you doing? Because their phone shut down, their WhatsApp blew up. And I was like, I'm sharing my journey. A lot of people don't know that this is available. Let me point this out too. If I had stayed in the United States, I got a quote just for the skin on my stomach. It was going to be $23,000. No overnight stay in the hospital, no post-op care. And I was going to be too old the next year to do it. They age you out. So I did it. I took advantage of. I love COVID. Thank you.
Yeah, the United States has a lot of restrictions. I heard that not only do you do plastic surgery, but you also can do help with like dental. Because like, for instance, I'm just missing a single tooth over here. And I looked up the cost of that in the US, and that alone was like $6,000 to $8,000 for one tooth. I might as well wait for my whole mouth to rot out because like getting your whole mouth done is like 12 grand. So so I heard you guys also do dental trips. Is that true?
We combine them. We can combine them. We not only do plastics, we also do reconstructive because a lot of people go to Miami and God forbid the word term botched or unhappy, unfavorable results. So we do result corrections. Dental, not only dental, chin lipo, double chin removal. I have resin veneers. I didn't even know about resin. No pain, no nothing, $750. I was like, oh my God, you know, I have a designer vagina. You can go get your vagina tweaked.
For our transgender audience out there, our queens.
So literally, when you come over there, you can bundle these things. I don't want you running back and forth in and out of the country. We can get you financing. We can bundle the dental. They all work together. Actually, the gynecologist goes in when you have your plastic work. They work together. One goes first, the other goes second. So you don't have to. So you only have to go under anesthesia one time. Dermatology. I'm being treated. I have from being on steroids. I have hormone issues. And I'm with an amazing dermatologist over there. She even removes, some women have dark elbows or dark necks or between their thighs from rubbing. They remove all of that. It's amazing.
Okay. So you have a lot of great qualities about your company and a handful of catchy slogans, but I heard that one of your catchiest slogans is sanity, not vanity. Can you please tell us what you mean by that?
Okay, my company is a business, but I also consider it a ministry. From my own journey, I know your mental health is directly affected by how you see and vision yourself. And I'm not talking about when you put your Spanx on and you trick the world and put makeup on, that's your representative. I'm talking about when you come home and you're butt naked in that mirror, the worst lie you can tell to yourself is a lie you tell to yourself. And you look in the mirror, what's really going on? Most people, most women, after they've raised their children, had babies, then did the church, then did the job, their bodies are, you know, your breasts are hanging, you got cellulite, you got stuff, and they're very unhappy. And their family has gone off to live their best lives, leaving you with the shell of the body that you used to have. What woman over 50 don't want a 20 or 30-year-old body? I'm just saying. So that's where the sanity and vanity comes in.
Okay, so I understand that there are some things that cannot be fixed with the gym. Obviously, plastic surgery can cater to a lot of audiences. So can you tell us who is plastic surgery right for and who is plastic surgery wrong for?
Okay, this might be a jaded view, but it's right for anyone used appropriately. Because some people do obsess, you know, you've seen the shows and they go way overboard. I will say this, once again, I did it at 50 for years and years and years. I've done so many diets, I've done so many recommendations. I was in the gym doing crunches and everything because when you have children, I had C-sections, you have a pouch, right? Well, I found out later after sitting with all these surgeons and stuff that was just the whole bleeding. What muscles have been cut? They only can be repaired surgically. Your stomach will only be flat again surgically. It might go down significantly, but flat like when you were 16, 18, that's called abdominoplasty. That calls for muscle repair. Keep in mind, I have a man. Hear this clearly. And a lot of people don't share with you that they've had work done. They pretend they are in the gym now to maintain the work they had. I just had a man get ab etching. We gave him 8 beautiful abs, and now he's in the gym maintaining it. He found out a lot of rappers have had work, and you see them, and they're maintaining what was surgically done. So really, I say it's for anyone who does not misuse it. Anyone. I have clients up to 68 years old that look phenomenal. You have to do it properly, though. You have to prepare your body properly, have someone guide you in or do your research, and make sure that your surgeon is board certified.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. Okay, like someone like me who maybe like has like a little bit of a tummy, like is plastic surgery right for me, or am I being lazy not going to the gym?
No, because sometimes we need that head start. And I think you would need a little lipo, baby, and a faja. You would be a whole new person. You would be surprised. And once you've had that, let me say that experience of having a waist or something, a little air, you're gonna be like, oh my God, this is amazing. I want to keep it up. And so that's how I felt when I first put on a faja, not even surgery. And he gave me the Coca-Cola silhouette bottle that everyone wants. And I'm able to go into those stores and buy those little outfits that didn't look cute on me. I could fit them, but they didn't look cute. I was like, oh my gosh. So I will tell you this, some women get the surgery and feel they don't have to maintain it. It's an investment. You're investing in your body. I am 3-4 years out and I don't drink alcohol. I ain't in the gym. I ain't gonna lie, but I have things in place to counteract so that I will, my $8,000, I don't want to blow it. I have 2 women, my mentor and a young lady I work with, they're 15 years out. And that's who I went to how to maintain my investment, because I don't have another $8,000 to do over.
So Miss Regina, I heard that you are doing, you're revolutionizing the plastic surgery industry because you are making it more affordable to audiences who plastic surgery isn't usually affordable to, because usually it's something we hear about in Beverly Hills and it's considered a luxury expense. So can you tell us how you're making it more affordable and accessible to communities who are maybe not traditionally able to afford these expensive surgeries?
I.e. me, I told you, I cut grass, did Uber, it's how bad did you want it? But yes, I am, like I said, I'm also a client, but I'm also in the business, and I identify that the United States is having financial issues right now. Money is not flowing like it was post-COVID. And so I've partnered with a doctor. We have convinced 40 lenders to give us loans to our company on behalf of the people to do these surgeries outside of the country. Right now, there's Care Credit and stuff, and there's a ton of companies that will finance your surgery in the United States. But we've assured them that we're certified. Any facility or provider we deal with down to the recovery house is certified, and they do those loans. And they release them to our company, and we pay your providers for you. So you are allowed to take these loans and get the surgery that you want outside of the country. And I'm very, very proud of that. And we do go as low as a 580 credit score. You can have a cosigner, and we also allow you, some people have sponsors. They might be like, my credit's not good, but my mom has good credit. She wants to sign it, but I'm getting the benefits. So all of those things in place. Some people's like, Miss Regina, I'm not good on holding my money. Can I use your layaway plan and be making payments? So by the time, I don't want to travel with large amounts of cash, because it's an all cash industry in all 3 countries I work in. And so I just put myself in those shoes, and we've been doing those loans for a year now. And I'm very, very, very happy that we can offer those services.
I think that's remarkable that you've been able to partner with over 40 lenders. But I also agree that being self-confident is hugely important. And I used to live in South Korea, and when I was there, a lot of the girls have plastic surgery because it's a highly competitive society. And someone asked me what was the hardest part about being in Korea, and I said it was the beauty standard, because in South Korea, to just work at a convenience store, you have to look like a freaking supermodel. Like, just to have a basic life, you have to look like a freaking supermodel. And like, you know, like, but all the girls kind of look the same. They all look pretty, but they all kind of look the same for that reason. And uh anyway, so you know, South Korea is a place where they say they have the best plastic surgeons. Can you hear me?
I can. I can.
And they also say that it's fairly affordable. Like, I was looking into laser eye surgery there, and it was significantly cheaper than America. And okay, but let's just say, what do you think is the minimum budget someone was looking into plastic surgery could start with your financing program?
I've had people start with as little as $5,000. They say, I have a couple thousand and 5,000. And I've had people do 25,000, 23,000. They're like, I want to do everything and have one bill. So there's no amount too little under, you know, and there's no amount too large. I think we go up to 40. We go up to 40 for one individual. I've had the highest I've had is 23 and 25, but the lowest I've had is 5. And then, like I said, you can go lower than that. But after you go so low, there are fees from the lenders. There are international transfer fees and stuff. So, you know, we'd make a judgment call on that.
And then,
sorry,
because we're already talking about finances, can you tell us about some of your most popular surgeries, and then what are the typical price points for those?
Okay. Number one surgery is tummy tuck. The tummy tuck, and because everybody wants that hourglass silhouette. Along with tummy tuck, 90% of the time, each person is individual. Let me say that. Each person is individual. For you to get a quote from the doctor of your choice, I will get photos, health questionnaire, and you and I will probably get 2 different quotes, because, you know, I might require more work than you. But the average quote, let me use my situation, even though it's 2020, it's slightly different now, but not a ton. I got tummy tuck, extended tummy tuck because of all of the skin, abdominoplasty. Let's be clear, to get a lot of people in the United States, and they're not educated, they go get a tummy tuck and no muscle repair. And then a year later, they have a gut again. And then when they tell me you had a tummy tuck and I see the scar, I said, well, do they do muscle repair? No, the muscle repair is what makes your stomach flat. So abdominoplasty, I had extended tummy tuck, 360 lipo. They literally can't do it the whole way, because wherever they do the abdominoplasty, they can't do it there on that round, but they do it all the rest of the way around. I had a Brazilian butt lift. So I had 5 procedures in 5 hours, extended tummy tuck, abdominoplasty, extensive skin removal, 360 lipo, BBL for $8,000. And let me tell you what the $8,000 covered. So I would say at approximately, that was 2020, at 1,000 to maybe 500 now. And they say 9,500 with airfare. That was a 20-day stay. It's a 12-day mandatory, but I stayed 20 days to get my drain out. That was 2 fajas. They advise you to get one. I purchased 2, wash one, wear one. My husband stayed 5 days, and that was every fee, lab, medication, everything, supplies, everything. I bought used cars that cost more than $8,000. And what I was told is that surgery added 10 years to my life. So at 54, what a bargain. But that's the number one. The next, of course, is breast. So I'm about to get a breast lift. I don't want foreign objects in my body. There is a procedure where you can get a fat transfer to your breast, but my surgeons in Colombia do it. They don't do it in DR. The next one will be breast implants. But like I said, the number one, the people doing this, and of course, the number one, thank you, Kardashians, is BBL. But a BBL is listed with any surgical procedure you ask for.
What is a BBL?
Okay. BBL is Brazilian butt lift. It's where they take fat and transfer it from other parts of your body to give you a butt. Here's the thing. I tell everybody, if you see, I'm going to give you my pictures. I tell them I still have my gut. It's just now my butt. I sit on my gut every day. So they took out fat from my stomach and gave me hips and a butt. But BBL, every woman wants a BBL because of, you know, beauty standards and social media and Kardashians and people like that.
Well, I would say that one body doesn't fit all. I think, all women are not the same, and there are different beauty standards depending on your own cultural background. Like, for instance, Black women in America
Right.
would probably want the BBL. Is that correct? Is the
Believe it or not, 50-50. Half of them is like, I want my butt reduced because I already have a huge one. They were like, I would be surprised. Like, don't take that off. I already have that. I don't want it. You'd be surprised. I'm like, I'll tell them. But yeah, you're right. The beauty standards are very different. I have Asian women coming to me wanting BBL, and there's different types of BBL. There's a skinny BBL. That's if you don't want it painfully obvious. You just want a little enhancement. And then there's some people that say, I want to set a lunch tray on my butt. And I'm like, are you serious? Myself, I'm gonna throw myself under the bus. I've had two. And because my husband paid for it, he ended up paying for my surgery. Shoot.
Because he really likes that BBL.
Oh yeah, and actually,
gotta get it once and twice. I ain't done.
Hold on, I'm sorry. They asked me about the other interview real quick, and I'm just saying yes.
Okay.
Okay, I did it. I told him I'm back. How do I get back to you? So, shoot, zoom. Okay, where are you at? Can you see me? Okay, so because at the end of the day, we did it as a couple. You got to see the couple's videos. I allowed him to choose the butt. We kind of chose it together. But him and the surgeon, I did not ask for hips. They surprised me with hips. And I was like, you do not surprise a woman with a body part. So I'm getting them reduced, and he's not happy about that. But most men want the BBL.
Yeah, I get that. Miss Regina, I would like to hear more about some of your favorite clients and how your company, Snatchcation, has changed their life. Can you please share?
I do. I get letters from everywhere. And I had an older lady that wrote me, and it really touched my heart. She said, I'm laying here waiting to die. She's like, I feel horrible about myself. The world is this, that, and the other, and on and on. I began to speak to her. She's a 2-time cancer survivor, and she wasn't able to get the work done over here because she has a history of cancer. Now, not just breast. One breast was breast and lung and on, but she was a 20-year survivor. I got quotes for her. I was on the ground with her over there. I'm not putting her out there, but her long-term marriage, her husband was seeing other people, the whole nine, And I was like, no, we're not doing that.
Juicy. We're not gossiping. We're just talking.
Yeah, I ain't calling no names, but for like 30 years, I've known her forever. And she was like, I'm like, you laying there waiting to die. What are you talking about? So I have no friends. She wouldn't smile because she was conscious about her teeth.
Oh
my God. When I tell you, we got her teeth done, we dealt with her skin, we did other stuff. She's got a boyfriend now. I told her, I said, hey, where have you been? I don't know. She lost weight. Now we're working on her breast situation. She doesn't even want nothing fancy. She wants the breast to match, the one that they made smaller from cancer. She just wants the other one to match. And she's like, thank you so much for sticking with me, walking me through this, making sure I'm safe and on and on. So we went over there, and because the labs didn't line up, I said, hey, I'm not comfortable. Let's go back to the States, do some more labs. Make sure your lungs are really strong. And this year we're going back to wrap it up. But I don't hear, that's one thing. Let me say this. Once I get them on their way, I don't hear from them. I'm like, hey, what happened to you? When they're going through it, they're on my phone, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Once they got a life, I don't hear from them anymore. So that's one of my favorite. I've had some VIPs that I can't release their name. And I was like, oh my God, please. They were like, no, that was a great experience that they trusted me because I'm nobody. And they were like, I've been following you. I trust you. I need this work done. I'm in a public figure. One of them is big time in Georgia. Actually, everywhere in the nation knew about her situation and on and on. And one of her team members came with security and the whole nine, even the DR. And I successfully walked them through. But it's the ones that call me, that buy me gifts and said, I owe you my life. I owe you my life. My life is, I thought it was over. I have a life that I never knew before. And I have written testimonials. And I'm like, I'm quick to tell them I don't take credit. It's none of me, it's all of God. I just understand the assignment. So that's how I look at it for real.
Well, Miss Regina, I heard that you are a ambassador for women's self-esteem and women's beauty and women's empowerment and women's self-confidence. And I hear that you're a serial entrepreneur and you have an amazing Valentine's basket line that you might as well just throw out now because I'm plugging you.
Lord, yes, I am for women entrepreneurs. I am for women empowerment. I don't bash men. I'm 25 years in a beautiful marriage, but you can be an alpha female and still submit to a man. That's a whole nother thing. He does everything for me. But yes, I have Shimon Originals gift basket, and actually I share it with my clients. I try to share with them means to make the money for surgery. I'm a person that's not why I can't do something. It's how can I get something done? So there is not anything that someone's going to put before me that I don't do. And so the gift basket business, I started out of necessity. I got a divorce, single mom in Atlanta, didn't want to move back to Indiana. I wanted to afford my children the access to what Atlanta had to offer. So I started a lot of businesses, gift baskets. I do Valentine's and I do Mother's Day, and they're over the top. The page is Shimon Originals. I did an address service called Safety in Numbers. It's something anybody can do. I'm proud to say through my business lawn service, Walker Lawn Care, commercial lawn care, I can get on the zero turn and cut your grass and edge it just like anybody else. And have done it for years. But I'm proud to say I put 2 daughters through college doing that because I found out, I'm very spiritual. I'm not religious. God was telling me that my real job was a parent. He would provide a roof and money and means to take care of the daily needs. So I put all of my effort into my children. Now it's all about me. I did that. It's all about me and showing other women the way. You guys, it isn't over. It isn't over till they throw dirt on you. I just finished Carnival this weekend. That was amazing. And I do bucket list stuff and I invite the women.
Right.
So, boom.
So that's another thing is that I hear that Snatchcation is more than just getting plastic surgery, that, you're creating a culture. I heard people just want to come hang out with you because, you're really fun and you're really caring with your clients and you connect your clients and it creates a community.
It has actually. I've had more and more people. I had 7 in October. I don't know how many January and how many April. That literally say, Miss Regina, I just want to come and hang out. I see where you take your clients. I want to experience, and I'm like, it's kind of a thing now. And I'm very flattered about that. But I just want to be a positive force in the world. This is my way to put love out. My gift baskets. I say, everybody, I don't care. I get into town maybe a week before. I stay up around the clock, and they're like, "You have money from other things. Why do you still do that?" That is my way of sending my love out into the world. Talking to these women, I told each one of these women, each one teach one. Once I love on you and get you to where you want to be, go out and do the same for somebody else. And if we keep doing that, it'll be an amazing thing. But yeah, everything I do has purpose. I'm not just moving wildly. God has trusted me with this platform. I want it to grow. I just don't know how to get to people because people, I hear the horror stories. Oh, it's on the news. This woman went and got surgery. This happened, that happened, that happened. Even all the way back to Kanye West mom, that's when people started paying attention. It is a very serious matter. You should love yourself enough to purchase a guide or something.
Well, okay, so I'm not anti-plastic surgery, but because I do believe in investing in yourself, and I believe if there's something that really bothers you, you might as well fix it. And like I said, people are bothered by different things. Like, for instance, my desire is not BBL. I'm not necessarily looking for a big, beautiful Kardashian, but like, right. I'm not like really, because I'm a little more professional. I'm not really. I've never been into showing my breasts, and actually I have nice breasts, so and they're not too big, and they do sit up, so I'm not looking to get breast surgery. Yep. And then so I like, for me, I have like things that are minor that annoy me, like my tooth. And then I not to pull a Michael Jackson, but I've lived in societies, like a lot of Asian women, if they had one sort of cosmic thing that they all did similar, they're very concerned about the color of their skin. So one of the things a lot of Asian women do, to be honest, is they bleach their skin. And even some Africans bleach their skin. Like you'll occasionally see someone who's meant to be black looking like Michael Jackson. And not to say that I want to bleach my skin, but if I was someone who was like more interested in like rejuvenating my skin, brightening my skin, getting rid of this dirt stash that I can sometimes have.
Go.
A lot of women, especially, there's more than the American market. There's markets all over the world, and I don't really like that society is creating us to think in our heads that, you know, skin brightening should be the thing, but a lot of men and women are interested in skin brightening. So how do you feel about that? And is that something that Snatchcation can do?
That is something they offer. I just said Sosa, since I'm in the Dominican a lot. He's a famous Dominican baseball player. He started probably dark as your shirt. Now he's your color. And you're right. I have clients from around the world, a lot in England, in the UK, and some of them are African. And they brought it to my attention. They said, if you went into a house in the United States, to an African American house and an African, and you went to the restroom and opened the medicine cabinet, which house would have bleaching cream? And I thought it was the African American. Africans. You're right. And that's a cultural thing. In the Dominican, let me give you just a little bit of FYI. The island, half of it is DR, the other half is Haiti. Haitians are dark with natural kinky hair. Dominicans, beautiful, your complexion, long silky hair. They're like you said, they got to be runway models just to get a front desk job at a hotel or a position where they're seen by the public. They've got to be drop dead gorgeous. I am crap when I go over there compared to them. They get up like, oh, you know, and I'm like, dang, when I come here, I get attention because Americans are overweight. Our food is bad, you know, so I get attention that I just don't have the gut that I used to have. I'm like, oh my God, look at you. I'm like, yeah, I ain't nothing. But long story short, there is an issue over there and they do offer skin bleach. I work with a dermatologist. I mentioned she does the darkened elbows, necks, in between your legs, but she's also, because I have the stash from hormones, I'm in treatment with her to lighten this. And it's, you know, it's just because it's a pet peeve for me. One thing I've learned was, since I started this, I used to judge. I would look at you right now and say, you don't need nothing. You're drop dead gorgeous. Every woman wants to be like you. But you're like, my tooth bothers me. My stash bothers me. I can't tell you what bothers you when you look in the mirror. So
and it doesn't, you know, obviously, like I actually, when I was in Thailand, I went into a place and they're like, you are too young to be here. And they're probably right. Cause like, I think I have, my skin's jiggling, but it's really not that bad. But you know, like when you're, oh, there it is. When you're talking about, oh, there it is. When you're talking about, that skin, surgery. Now, if this is bothering me, and it is, that I, you know, I've seen women where that's their, like the effect of their whole body. And of course, there's nothing, it's really sad that when a woman is committed to the, so this is a case where the gym is not the answer, because you know, I mean, you know, they will go to the gym and they will lose 100 pounds and it's incredible, but then they do have all that excess skin. So I think, like, definitely a lot of people are looking for that surgery. And what was the name of that surgery?
That's why so many people identify with me, especially when you show them my pictures. Losing 220 pounds as a full adult person. I have a few more. So they told me I was 4 surgeries just to look normal. So literally, my arms, they said, how do you go to DR so often? I told them I fly free because I have such flat my arms. But you know, to do it safely, you have to do it in stages. My breasts have been bothering me. I was supposed to get my breast done. The surgeon did my back. I don't see my back. I don't care. But a lot of women, oh my God, my back fat, my rolls in the back. So I get it. So he did my back. But literally, the skin is an issue. Even if you do go to the gym and do it naturally, which I advocate, if you can do it naturally, do it naturally, you're still going to have to deal with something. Yours is not bad. You can do something. It's called non-invasive. There's some procedures where you can go under. You don't have to be cut or anything but when it gets to this point, you got to be cut. Yours, you can use a Baser or J plasma. Those are techniques to tighten loose skin at just like you. But mine, I need a knife and a fork and a whole plan.
And then, like, in they have in South Korea, they have something called double eyelid surgery, because like a lot of Koreans, this is weird, they're actually born without like eyelids. Did you know that? Like, so you know, so beauty is like a cultural thing. And then in Korea, like, because they're obsessed with anime, they're obsessed with the eyes. So like, actually in Korea, I'm cute because I already naturally have big eyes from my mama. Okay, like so like they go and they get them big eyes too. And like so in Korea, they're more interested in big eyes than big butts. So they're I mean, I do think surgery is beauty standards are a cultural thing. They change from culture to culture. And I think I do think that Snatchcation is a wonderful business because I think like you've already shown a lot of promise in America. And I think that as you get your name out there, you can reach a big international market, and you can deal with different clients and lies in different countries. And I also think that I heard that this easily, if you got investors involved, it's easily a scalable $1 million company. And I was wondering, what are your plans for your future projections for this business? Where do you see this business in 5, 10, 20 years? What do you hope to achieve?
Got you. October will be 3 years. And the first surgeon I was with exclusively, I did 1.4 million in a year and a half just for him.
Woo.
We're no longer working together. Our protocols no longer align, but now I'm with 11 surgeons. We forgot to mention a huge, important, extremely important demographic. I do LGBTQ community. I love my community. I have trans ambassadors. When we go into those surgeries, there's vocal cord feminization, facial feminization, there's bottom surgery. There's so many surgeries. And what I discovered is a lot of the girls don't have the means to get all those surgeries. So I am reaching out in other countries. If we can get doctors that are safe and I can do the financing, we'll open it up to the girls to go in other countries. We already found some states in the United States where the government will pay, believe it or not. I was surprised about that. I did an interview with one of my ambassadors. You know, there's a lot to it, but there are some states where the government will pay for part of these surgeries. But that community is important to me, and I want to be there for them. Especially right now, I advocate for HIV clients, whether they're straight or gay. The policy is internationally, if they get any surgeries in this genre, that those people have to pay double whatever the price is for everyone else, because those instruments and the space cannot be sanitized and reused. They have to be discarded. So I get it. But I'm happy to say I've secured 2 surgeons that don't charge double, but they charge an elevated fee, but it's still doable. A lot more doable than if everybody else pays $10,000 for a surgery. You have to pay $20 because you're HIV positive. You know, I don't even care how you got HIV. There's many ways. But my point in everything is you are just as deserving as anyone else to feel amazing about being in your own freaking skin. So how are we going to get it done? I told you I'm going to get it done, chick. So, but yeah, I see Snatchcation. I want to be, and I'm going to be just unapologetic, the go-to source for body modifications worldwide. I have affiliation with an airline. I can get to any country that airline goes, and it goes all around the world systematically. Right now we're in 3, and I'm picking only certain cities that are known for surgeries, period. In these countries, like Turkey is on my list. Turkey's known for dental. But I want to be ultimately within 5 years, the go-to, if I'm gonna check anything surgical, I gotta check it with Snatchcation. I do medical conferences. Let's put that out there. I have to schedule one for this year where I bring the surgeons to the United States for people to meet, because I think that's better. They feel a lot more comfortable traveling after they met who's going to work on them. They're blindly sending money overseas. I want you to meet this person, smell them, hug them, hear their presentation. I've done 3 or 4 of those. At each conference, I book at least 50 surgeries because the people feel a lot more comfortable about meeting their prospective surgeons. So that's just ultimately where it's at. We're going to have an app, a go-to app. I just want to be for the everyday person, not Beverly Hills. They got stuff in Beverly Hills. They got money. For the cafeteria worker, the Uber driver, the school teacher, I want to be their trusted go-to to say, hey, this is my life savings. You know, I'm really putting everything on the line. Snatchcation, is the place safe? Is the doctor safe? Is this procedure for me? Blah, 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 you know, and on and on. That's where I want to be. I want to be able to be a blessing, a ministry, a blessing, but a business.
Okay, so here's my Michael Jackson trick. Since I'm already looking like him, I used to do this.
I'm done. I'm done.
Hold on. Because he had no nose. It was like falling off all them all them surgeries. Not Snatchcation would never have your nose looking like that. Okay, part. So anyways, so I hear you're a reputable company. I hear you your girls are loving your services. You make it fun for them. They come back feeling like $1 million, which is why and when your confidence soars, your life soars, which is why for some women, plastic surgery is the right answer, because once they feel good about themselves and also the world is, I'll tell you, ladies, A lot of people love to talk about the outside appearance doesn't matter, but let's be honest, ladies, it does. We're not going to bed with ugly, dusty men. And for the most part, neither are men. With that, beauty standards are different. Beauty is every shape and body. Like, for instance, I prefer like a more curvy body, especially to just a skinny and narrow body. So you can be a plus size. Like I definitely like I like curves and like a little more meat. And I've heard a lot of women say they like daddies and bears. Like, so even some women, they're preferring those big body men than those, chiseled six packs. So, beauty is definitely in all shapes and sizes. But and only if plastic surgery is right for you. But Regina Nelson Fambro is she's certified. She's reputable. She has wonderful recommendations about her. And if you are interested in affordable surgery, she has payment options. Tax time would be a great time to reach out to Snatchcation. And Regina, if you are wanting to have surgery or know if you can afford it, you can afford it around tax time. With that being said, we do need to wrap this up. But before we wrap it up, I'd like to ask you a couple quick fun questions and then roll out the show. So Miss Regina, tell us, who do you think has the best bubble butt, the best BBL in Hollywood?
BBL in Hollywood? I don't even look at women like that. BBL in Hollywood. I'm gonna say Taraji, and I don't even know if she had a bubble, if it's natural or not. I have no clue.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, well, who do you think, what celebrity do you think was the worst plastic surgery job you've ever seen? And what celebrity do you think was the best?
Oh my God, of course, I say Michael Jackson, because that was way excessive. I love natural Michael. And then what do you say? What's the other part of the question?
Who had the best?
The best. Oh my gosh. Okay, and I don't know if she's had work, but I love her. She's like 85. Jane Fonda looks like she's 40. Jane Fonda looks freaking amazing. Body, soul, face, hair, everything.
All right, there you go. All right. Okay, and then a couple things unrelated to plastic surgery, because sometimes people, they like stuff like this. Who's your favorite musician, since this is our music channel?
Okay, I'm a drummer. And I'm going to say my favorite musician is Jeffrey Osborne, because he went from drumming to being a lead singer in LTD to being a solo artist. I love Jeffrey Osborne. I'm old school.
Okay. And then what's your favorite color?
I like turquoise. I like peach pink. I'm not a one color person.
And then, because we're moving into the summer, what are your beauty tips for the summer? And can you tell us how body types should dress for their bathing suits real quick, and then we'll roll it out.
Gotcha. Beauty tips for the summer. I'm not even a beauty chick, believe it or not. But what I will say is, real quick, tell them to check out Savage Weight Loss. We do weight loss, not just plastic surgery. That we're sold out. That's another thing. This summer, I'm going to say, stay in your lane. One of the biggest compliments I get is, Miss Regina, I love that you show your body off, but you're always covered. This cat suit is my brand for my business. It shows every nip to dip, but my coochie ain't hanging out. So that is a compliment I cherish. So I'm 54. I'm not trying to look 24. I wear stuff that I call hoe clothes, but I'm an old hoe. They stay in old hoe category.
Okay, and then I have like sort of a deeper question, but okay, so I definitely believe the things you should do for yourself. But but I mean, I guess you could say if catching a man was your thing, you're still doing it for yourself. But what can you say to women who might be considering plastic surgery because they're hoping to reel in a man?
That is unacceptable. Even when I talk to you, if you're not doing it for you, I probably won't work with you, because that is a fleeting thing. That is a fleeting thing. Yeah, that's not good. You should do it for you to make you happy. If you're doing it to make a man happy, I've had situations that have gone so far left. I mean, down to abortions, down to relationships breaking up. I just literally, if you say, my husband want me to look like ABCDE, then you're not doing it for the right reason. But now, I tell women it's hunting season. If you're single, tweak it. Your hunting season will be a lot more successful. I have a rap video. Tell them, hey, do this, but hunting season. I agree with hunting season. You should be in an amazing freaking hunting season. You're gorgeous. You're beautiful. And hunting season means the The hunter has the choice. So you guys, this make it hunting season. I'm doing this for hunting season for me to be the best version of me because confidence attracts men. I was 400 pounds. I always had a man because I was a confident 400-pound bee. You know what I'm saying?
I'm finding a lot of scrubs, I'm like in a TLC scrubs season or a bugaboo season. Yeah. Like I'm finding a lot of scrubs. Like men are definitely attracted to me and hunting me, but I find I have to repel them because ill. Like I'm not finding like I'm also comfortable with being letting a man lead, but he needs to be obviously more capable than me, and that's a little hard to find, especially as like talking about coming from more humble beginnings. Yeah, it is a whole other story. But so with that being said, thank you, Regina Nelson Fambro, for coming on here, a successful entrepreneur and business owner. Don't forget when it's Valentine's Day to check out her basket line. Again, can you plug in the name, please?
It's Shimon Original Baskets Design on Facebook. Mother's Day and Valentine's, sometimes Christmas, but I'll update you. And yeah, you guys, we're gonna capture a lion. We're gonna have to bring her either to Atlanta or I'm going to New York. We're gonna have to hang out with her and get some footage hanging out with Lion.
Man, I saw you guys are going on vacation in like August or something.
No, it ain't vacation. It's carnival. We're doing a series of carnival. I have
shoot, I'll go to that. Shoot.
Barbados Carnival, crop over. Barbados, I'll give you the information. August the 14th, 7th through the 14th. Amazing parties, costumes, parades, carnival in Barbados with Rihanna.
Woo. Okay.
Then we got Rick Ross in Atlanta, car show, Diddy, everybody there. I'm tired. I'm tired. Changes your life. Smooches, thank you for having me.
Okay, see ya.
Bye. What do we do? Oh, she hung it up. That's it.